Testing. Shoot, I didn't even test this. Testing. Testing. Bravery, what's up, man? Hold on, you know what? Do this. Yeah, it's going on, everybody. Bravery. Yeah, today's gonna be a fun day. Gonna be interesting. Take it off. So yeah, today very interesting day with, or should I say, welcome to the show if you're new. So not a lot of people, so welcome if you're still new. You're seeing this for the first time. Sunday spiritual session, breaking it down on any and every level that we can get to, that we're willing to talk about without getting upset, which for me is basically everything. So yeah, spiritualizing everything, as we go, healing and dealing and teaching, preaching, and right. But yeah, today is with. It was interesting because it was like the abyss. The what came to me at first, the abyss dwellers, right? And I was like, huh? And I was like the abyssals. So I call them the abyssals, which is interesting. So I was channeling someone, or I was seeing someone to talk and what we were going to channel, and then I got, you know, uh, like an image, and I was just like, okay, no, we're not going to channel with you. And then I'm like, so what? I'm like, there's something heavy coming up. There's like there's something that's deep, you know, and that doesn't mean that it's bad. So it was cool to channel them for that for a while now. This morning, getting that message, it was like uh, creation. It was like they said, don't worry, or not don't worry. It all comes into channeling. So it's like to catch up to that point. Essentially, it's right. So it's macro and the micro. Right? It's an infinite universe, infinite creation. We've talked about how your blood is like the water. Uh, and yeah, good to see you too. I was like, wait, I read this. Took my glasses off. So blood is the water, your body, your skin is the earth, the surface, and then your heart, fire, you have that element in you, the wind in our lungs, this and that. Okay, so they're saying, the idea is that if you think about the concept and the big picture of creation of just your planet and the situation that you're in, right? You're talking. So we have these light workers sent to the microcosm of the one, because we say there's the oneness, right? So if it's a micro, macro, boom, 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 and they say science does say that we have more space in our bodies than we have anything else, right? But then we also have 60,000 miles of intestine. What is that? So, I mean, I don't know. It gets pretty crazy when I get in there, I guess. Who knows? No, it's funny. Like if you cut open and then okay, well, then it's obvious. It's done. But as a creator being, so they're explaining how, it's this bigger and smaller. So what happens when you get a cut, right? Or something, you send white, isn't it the white blood cells that you send, right? To like protect from infection or to, I mean, and the red will clot it up, so obviously so it's funny, they were giving the reference that where we're at now you can tell it's the blood clotting, right? And all these white cells are coming in white, the color white, if you think. So it was funny. So if you think of that as like the being, and they were saying how it's the micro and the macro, we're all one within the same being. So what would you do to your body? And that's what they're saying, if it gets hurt, you do this, you do that. So what are we doing on a spiritual, global, cosmic grander creational, we're sending our, cells to there. So the purpose, so the meaning is when we say, you guys, the best thing you can do is taking care of yourself is like the greatest service that you can give to the world. Because when you take care of yourself and you're happy and you're content and you're at peace, you're not causing problems in the world. Hopefully. I mean, unless you just got a vent that way, I'm not going to judge. You know, that teaches you yourself, and then you learn the whole world because of it. Many, many of you, thank you, are trying to learn your internal world from the external. You're trying to see what, even in healthy, alternative medicine, plant medicine, you're trying to see what plant helps me, and we should know that. We should, right? But whereas an animal, like, they know, they're not reading books. Should I eat this? Should I eat that? They don't have to, because they're from the inside first. So there is like a completely other, you know, uh, like just way, than we're taught. And again, everything we're taught. What were we thinking? What were we thinking about? Something earlier. I wanted to hopefully remember it. I have too many thoughts. Like if I wrote them all down, it'd be crazy. I got a lot recorded on audio. Yeah, I'll put them up or something one day. But yeah, like, okay, wait. So they're saying the creational point, is everything. It's the whole reason why we say the center of the universe, the kingdom of heaven lies within. Whatever words you want to use, it's still one and the same, right? And if you think of your planet with different continents, it's like the chakras of the planet. The planet has chakras too. You know, Shasta's one is the root chakra. So if it has its own chakras, it has its own blood, breath, everything. So what being is that, right? And then now you got the planetary line, breath going on between the push and pull, and then think how much space we say, oh, it's all just dark, it's just space out there. Well, what if it's one giant person? you know? And how do we know how big? Because we keep having to define it by rules. We keep having to say, well, no, it has to end, or it doesn't have to do anything you say, Mr. Scientist. I'm the universe. Okay. I don't need your opinion. Okay. Like, to be me. But then at the same time, you're a part of this. Right? So don't, and that's where we individualize, because now you're, boom, you separated yourself, from. That's why they say, that's why, the gods, you left me. It's not that, like I'm always here. So it gets deep, right? But the universe, infinite creation, that's all of us. It's all the beings create. I mean, it's the universe is inside of us, programs, minds, different ideas, different that. I mean, it's incredible. All they want to say, right? And what they're saying is, as long as you maintain that connection, like you said about getting off track or whatever, uh, is even if you're, because I was like, why am I channeling like abyss dwellers? Like, who are these abyss? I don't want to, like, but then they're just like, no, see, just because we dwell, here, right? Just as you dwell on earth, the connection is still there. It's like the reason why certain people pick it up, it's because they're still aligned, up to the light. So you have to, you know, uh, channeling, changing, feeling good, alchemizing your life, changing it, right? So I say I'm an ascension alchemist, like alchemizing your ascension is all about maintaining your connection and then just watching. I don't know how to say, just watching how everything plays out around you and how you feel. You got to meditate. You got to meditate, got to exercise, got to do stuff that's going to put you in a place where you're centered. Um, and not always clouded, not always just like thinking if you're sitting, but really, sitting and not thinking. People, I get that a lot. You think too much. No, I think fast. I think really, 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 really fast. But most of the time, I'm just like thinking about how I'm breathing. I want to, like I'm trying to be, right? We all, that's part of my purpose to show how to be, right, with the world, like how we can, and so that we all know it. We all know that it's all normal stuff. It's just breathing. We live in a world. It's like we have all these fancy, exactly. We have all these fancy ways of describing this and describing that. It's like as soon as you start to, you're just minimizing it, right? That's why the Tao. That's why I studied the Tao is Tao. The nothingness, the name that can be named is not the eternal name. As soon as we start acting like we know what something is, we don't know what it is. As soon as I act like I know who you are, you know what I mean? Or you act like you know who I am. And I've known people 20 years and then 180, or whatever. I mean, come on. We've all heard about it. And it's not like it's just like that. It's progression through their life. It's normal. It's change. But that's the thing. We wanna understand because of fear. You want to understand so bad because of fear that we're you know we're losing our mind. Everybody's losing it. You know what I'm saying? Like an Italian guy right now. Where's the boss? We need the boss in here. All right. He's just go sit down. You over there. You over there. You over there. Like the blood clot. It's analogies. It's analogy upon analogy upon analogy upon analogy. Everyone wants to sort of right, and it's right, and we're not right. We don't mean to say this nicely, Michael. Okay, we all we all want, or we all want to be past whatever it is that we're going through, or let's say, right, as people, whatever, uh, you know, but in instead of realizing that every single day we're still here, every single day, like, yeah, sure, we're not able to maybe do this, that, or the other, but it's the idea of, and like the concept where we don't have fast food artist artist booths or something. You know what I mean? Like you don't have a fast food on every corner where they're just handing out pictures. Like, yeah, can I get a number 7? Yeah, I really like that one today. That was a good drawing you did last night. Okay, that'll be $7. Okay, thank you. And then we got a whole bunch. I mean, there's certain things. So we want to be able to do what we want to do in our lives. And that's what we were saying earlier about the internal and the external. So knowing your creational abilities, knowing who you are, knowing what you're doing, what you're engaged in like every aspect of your life is it has to start from the internal, from the unknown, from the as you're conscious, right? Who we are, who we are. I almost titled this one that episode, so I get on all that. Cool, good segue. Yeah. Um, who we are is just it's such an infinite like, yeah, you're this person too. I mean, I'm this guy, but my name Michael, what? Who gave that? This is my parents gave it. This is what it's what you point at me and you say out of your mouth hole, you know, when you want to get my attention, or it's what you can say without pointing. Right? That's why we have names. That's the only reason. And we gotta it's and I think we try to normalize it. We try to like create around it. We create, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, but we gotta step. You always gotta remember to step back out. You gotta remember we are what we are, right? Like what we're made of, what you're made of, um, right? And that's a good. Where does that come from too? Where does that come from in life? That's not all of a sudden you go from like, nah, I don't want to do nothing to, like, and then you punch a hole through the wall, brick wall. It's like, what happened? you know, Something you saw or heard got you real mad up here, real so mad. You know, Whew, you broke your hand. over it. That's the only thing's gonna happen if you punch a brick wall. Oh my gosh. Or that it didn't break, you know? Even in that. You guys seen that movie, you remember Glass or whatever with Samuel L. Jackson, and then he had the brittle bones. I never saw that one, and then I found out later it was like kind of like comic booky, neato, super like supernatural. And I was like, oh, okay. I just thought it was about like a sad story about something. You know, like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to. My heart goes out to you, Samuel. But so the other one with the bulletproof, with the Beast, the one guy who's doing the Beast, what's his name? Plays Professor Xavier in the First Class. X-Men First Class. What's his name? That actor first. Uh, but yeah, so, as I said, where he made like he I don't want to say it because it's part of the movie. I can't say it. Like he convinces himself, you know, that he's a beast, and so he's like just doing stuff. I want to. You haven't seen it. What's up, Sarah? You here? You done now? Oh, yeah. Energies. I hope everybody's good on the energies. Been coming in for show. Been having to like make sure I'm making space. It's like at least I'm sleeping okay. And it's like I'm still waking up like okay, we gotta detox. We gotta keep going, purging these energies. I was talking to a friend yesterday. Said she's like talking about sweating. I said, man, it's hot as heck out here. It's super sunny. It's just sweating. She's like, yeah, you sweaty. I'm like, what? I'm sweating out all those toxins. Like, yeah. I was like, yeah, it's good. It's like it's 101. I came home with 101 in the house. So, like I couldn't go outside. I couldn't do it. Wait for the air to go. But like, yeah, I'm sweating. You're outside exercising right now, California. That's so good. And that was the point too, you know, was just the clearing, constant clearing, you know, with the T cells, right? We're constantly having to clear, clearing. We got those white cells on in the body of Earth, right? And so we're trying to keep reinforcing ourselves. We got to keep calling in our T cells because it's a micro, it's a macro. You know, whatever being is created, whatever other beings are out in the world, whatever or in the universe, you know, like whatever it's we have to as a people start to understand that we already got the basics down. We already get it, but we have to use it, you know, instead of like, I'm gonna go to work, go home, drink beer, watch the game. I'm gonna go home, drink beer, watch the game. I'm gonna go home, drink beer, watch the game. You know, like, not like you shouldn't. Go ahead, it's fun, do your thing. Like I say, but uh, you know, we have to see. I don't know, and I think that's what you know. That's definitely what's happening with the world. So, and it's a slow burn. It's going really well. You guys feel the same way? I feel like it's going extremely well. I have to say overall. I know everything's crazy and we've been going through some crazy stuff. I don't think it's well for a lot of people, yes, but I think like I'm not gonna think anymore that way, you know. Uh, you know, it's okay. And because white blood cells. White. See, now I sound racist. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sarah. I'm just messing up. Hi, Jen. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So cool to see you here. I'm just relaxing today, taking in the earth, a lot of earth energy today. Like I can feel it in my feet and my legs, and I'm an air sign, so I'm usually all here. Um, double air sign, double air sign. Um, so yeah, but I think it's going good overall. Let's keep it that way, right? We have to maintain it. It's just like our vibration is key to everything, you know. Like yeah, okay, we can't. How do we got to spread? We got to spread. It's like the Incubus song, "Resist and Multiply." He says, "What is it? Out from under." And I love that album. The Make Yourself album. So good. But yeah, we have to like whatever we call it, and it's not resist. It's resisting the ickiness, man. It's resisting, you know, hard to, that's it's easy to get off track. It's easy to like in the world because we get excited and we want to do things, want to experience life, but anytime you have that negativity in any way whatsoever coming from yourself or coming from someone else, because you have to remember too that whatever you're picking up, whatever might be popping into you, that could just be someone else, and, obviously it's you, but the world, we really have to protect ourselves, and it's not like people see we think we always have to have guns all the hey, I'm not saying but like it's not about like the military, it's not about how many tanks and this is, and hey, that's I guess what the old wars were, so I can see where all that comes from, but the protection in the world nowadays, it's from the information, it's from taking you off of what you want to do, and I think there's so much information out there. I think it's great. We just have to be careful. Yeah, you have to maintain your connection to your light no matter how far down into the depths that you go. You have to remember, yeah, even if it sucks and even if it's there, like that, like your love, like deep, like fully and completely, like forever. Like that's important to remember, you know, these things. Um, and you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. That's why you don't like the things you don't like, and you love, and the things that are beautiful, and the things you do like. That's right. Like, yeah, it's like high school. I know that you're not even high school, junior high. I noticed that, right off the bat. I don't know, maybe it's because I hung out with know, the cool part, the we all did, right? Right. So, and it was just the way people would start to act or try to be or try to, and then you see it, it as a kid that it's from some, probably maybe they got like a strict dad or something, or they got, they like, obviously they don't take to love very well, but, it kind of just branches off from there, and goes off. And I think that's because of the lack of the unity, and which is really coming in the new kids, like the new generation. They're, they're way more unified because they have social media. They're unified like crazy. Like instead of going to school to meet your friends, they're just like, hey, where are you? Oh yeah, hey, oh, you live a state over? How many miles or how many hours drive is that? Oh, 4? Okay, cool. I'm gonna be there in like it's like, and that's kind of really neat, that the world, like, we're, and hey, go ahead, be careful, don't risk it, but do what you want to do, because like, yeah, so ask my mom, she's like, oh yeah, you go ahead, right? Go ahead. Like, you're gonna go meet somebody, yeah, watch when you get there. So, and I'm just like, no, you're right too, but it's just the connections are there, but protecting yourself, it's just like it's one and the same. Like it doesn't change over the time. And I think that our limitations, that we're trying to control it, we're trying to figure it out, we're trying to do everything, and all you need to do is balance yourself, and then be balanced when you have to deal with others because you have to or whatever, and you can show them how to do it themselves. Like I say, like what's the problem? What, like, don't put this on me. Get away from me. So it's like light or dark, right? They're giving me the pillar again, pillar of light. Shout out to my pillar of light. Thank you. That's why I do the pillar of light service. I know, as long as you maintain, and then still you don't want to go too low because then it's like, oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot down here. There's getting pressure. I can start going back up. He gets chatting. I wanted to finish all of that. Yay. Going really well. Awesome. Yeah, back on track beyond the chaos. behind beyond. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, and epic. Good, Sarah. Fabulous. She's doing fabulous. Yeah, we're really like getting like my energy goes out like a lot farther. And I don't even know why I'm saying that right now. It's like I haven't thought about this beforehand. Haven't gotten a download on this, but I'm seeing, we're definitely the grids, the triangle pings, the ping 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 ping. We gotta take care of ourselves because you're feeling me over there, and I'm feeling you guys over here. We forget, we forget. We gotta remember, like constantly, who we are. Oh yeah, okay, over here. Okay, I was just trying to, I don't know, to do this math problem. I got lost. I forgot for a second that I already know the answer because I couldn't figure it out. I didn't. Sorry, it's like the spirit. Because they tell us it's so easy. It's just up to you. You guys wanted it. Yeah, you wanted it. Not this. Yeah, this. Okay. I can't argue with myself. It doesn't work that way, guys. That's why everybody's confused because they're too busy arguing. That's why get aligned. Get aligned. You gotta be aligned. Doesn't matter. It's like Snoop, like Snoop Dogg. He's smoking blunts like all the time, everywhere. Who cares? Yeah. I mean, obviously he can do it because he's a celebrity, and I mean, there's that other side of it. But I mean, come on, spirit, let's go. We're still waiting for something. Well, I'm not waiting. I'm creating it. Yeah, I'm gonna go be Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop. And that's not why, but it has so much to do with it's we have to wake everybody up to these like everybody knows it. Like, why is he allowed to do that? Because he can, you know, he's the celebrity. They let him. They let him. If you can't, he can. That means somebody else is getting involved here. Okay, who's getting involved here? It ain't God. Ain't God. I'll tell you that much. Just yeah. See what you guys want to say. Oh yeah, have fun at the beach, you guys. Awesome. Feeding the plants. Yeah, I gotta repot my. Too many bugs. Too many bugs. It's like, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna put you in some soil. Above, so below, as below, so above. Right. The more you can maintain that connection, your circle, your cycles, your spins, everything, right? The idea of smoothing out every single flow, whether you're learning Tai Chi or you're learning Reiki or you're just channeling energies or you're doing this, whatever you want to call. It's just like that too. All of the martial arts or all of there's so many names of and it's just okay, it's a punch. It's like, but and it's good that we have the names. Obviously, we want to describe them, but I feel like in our information age, right, we're trying to get all that information and store it in our heads like it's X and this, whereas uh, it already is before we create around it. So you're in full capacity to create what you want around every single thing that in every single moment. Because you can look at it, you can wake up like a kid and just like that, right? And just fly out of bed. Wait, like seriously, if you guys are married, just whoever wakes up first, just or whatever. You got a couple, just get out of get out of bed first. See if they're still sleeping, and then if it's kind of like late, they're about to wake up. Just stand on their side of the bed and just stare at them, or something like a kid would do, and then poke them, or like we can do it right now. We want to change the world. We can. When does the world change? Right now. That's why they always say, "It's spirit." With everybody just like all at the same time, focused on peace like in love. It was just at one moment just like Care Bears stare, and then all of a sudden like love just flew out and then showered down on them from all the other love, and we were all just, and then the whole world literally would like crack the earth. I don't even know if we should. The Earth's probably volcanoes would blow off, everything would go crazy. Um, we should do that, I know. So it's got to be gradual, right? Like the body, if you shock the body too much in healing or therapy, it can give out, right? So it's the same thing with planet Earth. Right? As long as you can maintain the control vibrations. This is why we say we can fix your pollution in an instant, because we know all of the external results and effects of it. This is how you master your life and the world, through your energy, your creational and your control. That's why I'm always talking about the 5 phases. I'm making the videos now. Just put them up on my website. You know, you can create everything. We want to know. We want to do. We got to practice every day. Like, waking up like a kid. What am I going to do today? Oh, I could do that. You could wake up and you could learn magic. I'm just saying. You could wake up and you could meditate for 20 minutes, whatever. Then hop in the shower, whatever. However you want to do your morning. Feel good, get fresh. You could do. Even if you don't have a shower. People. Oh, not everybody has a shower. Well, go freshen up, find the sink. You know, I don't know if you can. Maybe you're in those bad spots, but it's just like, then do something else. I mean, it's do ceremony, live, uh, you know, and that's what it comes down to, because you know, is it gonna be? It's all up to you. There's no good or bad. It's your choice. Does life have meaning or does life not have meaning? Well, go ask someone who who doesn't think so and see how they're doing, and then go ask someone who does and watch them go after whatever they're going after, right? Because they're, you know, so it's like, and that doesn't mean one has to be like high energy, one has to be low. What if what you want to go after is just, you know, just hanging out, just playing video games, streaming video games. Maybe you want to sit around and do that and just eat food. Maybe that's what you want to do. If you are supremely happy, then your vibration on this earth is going to help. This is where the judgments come in, right? This is why we can't be judging. So people like certain things, and it's okay, and that's good. But then we also live, right, in a world where, because things you can't do certain things, anybody else is telling you what you can and can't do. And that's why we don't share it perhaps as much. We you know like, be who you are, be yourself. Like like the whole set, say gender communities and what, I don't know, say that right, but it's like, just be who you want to be. Go for it. Why is interesting, but also be who you are. I think that's the big that's the big part of it. I think is a lot of, by the time you grow up, you're already been somewhat programmed by like what you see and what you're supposed to think about it and what you're supposed to, so be who you are first, whoever that is. I mean, because that's where all the distortions come from. There's a difference between, it's like, I don't want to say it. I'm not saying this. I love you guys. I'm not saying this. Yeah. Yeah, no, so just not much today. I had a feeling it was going to be like a quick one. I was thinking like 10, 15 minutes even. Wasn't too much to say as far as creating and maintaining your connection, and the infinite cosmos. There's just, it's infinite and it's supposed to be infinite. You are infinite. You are a part of it, like a cell in all of it. It's just, it is as profound as you could imagine, yet as subtle to your hearing, to your eyes, to your perceptions as you could imagine, because it's infinite. You can be to, I mean, anything you can imagine, any thought form. Where does the thought form come from? Well, it comes from an idea, energy, right? And then like it can change in any way. You could come back as a human with 29 arms and 37 legs. I mean, it's infinite. But we think we live in this world because, and it's the only world, and that's the difference between, guys, the evolutionary idea versus the fact that it's already been done and thought of and created. It's just a matter of where you're gonna go in. And now, as the creator, where do you want to play in your own creation? Because either this has been created, all of this, or it's just already here, and we're figuring out how to meld with it from sludge and carbon atoms, and we're just figuring out how to become this living human breathing. No, a thought. If all we were was like an amoeba, a single cell organism, right? An amoeba, like, and we wanted to eat and we wanted to grow, well, we would just keep growing. Yeah, I mean, like, just keep growing, just keep growing. We would just keep growing. We wouldn't have the idea of like, you know, look thought, process of thought. You know, I mean, we have thoughts. We know they're real. It's like that's what gets, where it comes from. That's who you are. That's where we start, right? And then let's go. That's that creational point. Where you like remember so much more. That's the memory. That's remembering who you are. That's your past life regression. That's what all this stuff is. It's like it's all just the same things that's been going on for hundreds, thousands of years. Reincarnation with the ancient Egyptians, 3,000 BC, whatever. I mean, it's all already, we're all doing. So what's happening now is just everybody wants predictions on, like, yeah, what to do, what to this, what to that, how to be safe is ultimate. And I would just say, taking care of yourself. There it is. That's it. That's it. That's why don't be a dick. One rule: be nice. Don't be a dick. Right? That's it. Like number one. Say it all the time. Say it all the time. Every show, everything, everything we're all doing. It's like it can all be summed up already. Like we already got this. So as the people who know this, right, we gotta realize, I think too, right, like that it's okay to do what you can, right? Because there's a lot of those guilt things in life where they, don't don't do this, don't say that, don't be like this, don't. It's like, well, you know what, I'm gonna say it, because nobody else is. So, and as long as we have that, we got to keep talking, right? We're gonna have that, then it's over. As soon as somebody tries to take that, it's over. Nope, nope, don't ever do that. It's not gonna make anything go well for anybody. Yeah, that's fun. And hey, what's in a word, And again, because why? Because we get programmed. We don't talk like this. Don't say this stuff, right? Don't you want to make an impression here, impression there, or whatever. I mean, it's like, yeah, I know, but that's why Michael's a weirdo. And it's not like I'll say it. I'll just, it's like I don't know. we'll save that for another episode. And I think I have a good way of balancing situations. So it's neat. But sometimes people don't want to be balanced. To be, say, do. Right? That's the whole point. We all want to express ourselves. We all want to be who we are. We want to come here and live on the free world. We got all this, again, all the politics, all the this, all the that, all the, whatever. Not like I want to, talk about that on the spiritual channel, but it's related. It's all related, but it's all in our head. The whole thing's in our head. Everything is like in our head. I don't even no nobody like we gotta know that. I know we know that on some level. I know we know. Like even the thoughts that you're because like but that's what I'm saying. Thoughts, 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 right? Why does an animal who is going through evolution in the forest, whatever, in the jungle, need to save himself from his prey? What do? They evolve. Why? From the thought of the idea that somebody's gonna get them, right? So they develop a arm. Okay, now I can drag myself or a foot. Now they hopping and they moving. It's creating it. We're creating it. Like you're creating your body, your mind, your being, everything, thoughts. The whole thing is in our head. Hi, Sunday Spiritual Session with Michael. Want to know the answer? I got it. Jesus, people. Feel like my whole life. And I'm not the only one. Like it's not, I've met so many cool people, there's so many cool people in the world. Like it's not even about, it's just I'm just trying to the world, man. We got to speak to the world somehow. We got to because yeah, most people grow up, you go, you have your friends, go out, maybe, some things get dramatic, some things here, something there. Okay, but ultimately, I mean, we're all still here. We all still made it. We learned who we can trust, who we can't. We learned about ourselves. We learned about, I feel like we could have done it with so much more joy. Right? But people were too busy gangbanging on bacon, But that's what it is. That's what it is. Like I said about the black, instead of just fighting each other, why don't you just like team up? Like, why don't you just you could make twice as much working together because you'd have more work power, more workforce. You know, they run a whole city, right? But then that's the police. They got to keep them separate. They got to, that's all. But again, and what is that? Why are they fighting each other? It's in the head. 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 Ain't nothing different about it. Ain't nothing different. I'm sorry. We out here in the world trying to talk about racism. There's nothing different about color. In the hood, they picking a color. They're picking one and fighting over it. Come on. This power shit, you know, this chase off money, this no bueno, homies. No, homies. It's crazy out there. Oh, science fiction. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. You'd be good. Um, I noticed some of that too, picking up like uh, allergies, sort of. I had a couple weeks ago where I was like sneezing. I was like, oh, and I thought I felt little, but I didn't get nothing. So it's that preparation. Just gotta maintain the mentality. The mentality. You good, good. I'm fine. That's an easy one. Everything. It's like cancer, right? I deal with cancer cells, big micro macro cancer, right? Send in that, you know. So what happens? We send in the white T cells, and then sometimes all the white T cells don't make it, right? Because we go to Earth and it's just like, oh my god, some of us want to, and it's okay. That one did. It's helping, it's helping. Discard, it's helping. We got to keep sending more light. so fun. And so what cancer is it rebelling on, and so what does that mean? Rebelling from in your body, it means rebelling from your natural homeostasis or whatever, right? Your natural, rhythms, your life rhythm. And so that's the same thing. Uh, anti, you know, spirit. It's the cancer. Right? It's like it's rebelling against its own connection. And the thing that people have to understand about that, like I said earlier, if you like horror movies or something, and they're fun to you and you like dressing up or you think, you know, and yeah, I'm not gonna say it's like a high vibrational thing, but you love something, that's the difference. We gotta it's almost as if because we don't value it's like we don't value intelligence, and it's like we don't value the fact that someone is quieter and like thinks about what they're going to say or something, or tries to say things that help, like these things. Instead we look for the dude or the girl who's you know I don't know, just causing attention. When you grow up in the world, parties, clubs, we're looking at whatever you want to say, celebrity. We're looking at all of this wildness because we like wild, right? Wild and free, right? No, that's crazy. Don't go over there, right? You've been lying to yourself, and she's been lying to herself, and you've been lying to her, and this is all just wrong. Okay, just go away, or whatever. Like, but we think it's all. So we got to bring back that no, like for real, the nerds got to come back or something. I don't know, whoever, like you know, like yo, we go do this, yeah, go, yeah, rah, and then the one dude's like, I don't know about that. You crazy? I'm not gonna do something like that. You're gonna die. And then and then well, I'm like, oh, he's dangerous, or something. Like we're always going for like what's not, or it's not like it's bad. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. That's what you like. That's what I'm saying. Uh, it's so funny how we're forgetting to like just it's that impulse versus like the soul, and I think that's where the confusion is. I think with yeah, it's the it's the media and everything, right? Like with the flashes, the commercials, buy this, buy that. This is what makes you excited. This is what look at it sparkles. Oh, well, that is prettier. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, right? Like okay, but we're you're addicted to. I love sparkles all the time. Like listen, it's just light. It's just light. It's just light. And yes, it makes for a more lively or whatever exciting moment, but we're so attached to these things in our world that, and it's why it's like they're saying, like like relationships. It's why you know there's so many dudes and so many girls who can't, it's like we're just going from one to the next. Everybody's just going, trying that, seeing this person, seeing that person, and instead of finding out inside who you are and who you would like to, what type of person you would, you know what I mean? Like it should be easy. It should be easy. It really shouldn't be, right? But it's crazy. Like to even begin to explain it. The fact that we have psychology and psychiatrists. I mean, for what? To explain how you know, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying for what, like I literally feel like I'm one, but it's like to explain things that don't need explanations. you know, like, I mean, but and a lot of times it does because most of the things that people feel emotionally are tied to something, memory of the past. Um, but even then, right? Like a lot of times you remember and you're like, yeah, but that's that's because you felt like it was your fault, or whatever, or your day, you never got good grade. You could only get C's, so you felt like, they were think you're dumb, or so you feel like you're inadequate your whole life. I mean, it's like, yeah, these things happen, but they're based off false things every single time, every single time. Because it's not about like it's not. But then again, okay, right? Like it's not like it's false that you got to see, and someone else didn't. But that doesn't mean, it doesn't equate, man. Okay, like your intelligence is not a number that you figure out from taking a test. All right, like I'm sorry, like, I mean, okay, and again, I'm gonna flip it back. It is based off of that system of how they describe that's what that is. Okay, well, again, not my bag of chips, so I'm gonna go over here. Not worry about the number on your IQ test to make you a better person. I mean, what, right? So it's just good talk all day on any subject, I feel like. But then, I don't know everything. So it's like, but to center point the balance, to understand the love, and that, it's like, yeah, it's easy. Like, the only reason I feel like the only reason they talking to me, we talk, is because and it's funny, I could say, like in junior high, I remember, like when I say I notice everybody changing and merging and doing things they never really do, I would say to myself, what was it? I can't remember what it was that I said. I was trying to think of it while I was leading up to it. Um, just how it's all the same. Like, I don't know, that's not what I want to say, but it's all like we're doing the same thing. It's all groundhog. We're all one and the same. We're all, we all got to see past it. Like I'm already over how cool you guys are, and I don't even know how cool you guys are. Like, or what that is. I haven't even seen you do it, but I get it as a concept. Because I would like to see it right away. And people doing this, people doing that. It's like that's why. Like I felt like I could see the truth. It's what I feel like, and I don't know how it's probably gonna sound, or whatever. But like I feel uh, like because I was just a kid. I was a skater boy at the time, and so I would always think like, oh man, they're saying this, they're saying that, they're doing this. They're like, we go out, hang out, try these people, try that. And not like I did much. I was skating, but it was just like talking with them, and it became like a conversation, like, yeah, it was fun, and it's like, wait, I mean, I don't want to make you upset. Now it's all this other stuff. I don't laugh. When I do laugh, I mean, it just starts, in school. It just does. And then it's like, why are you laughing? Well, you can feel that it's like, is it ego laugh? Are we laughing a little bit more of that? And I mean, it's all fun. It doesn't matter. But there was just something that I could always pick up on, like all the time. Just that even being in school, I can't stand that place. Just it get me out. I'll go to the library. That's cool because I got books and books. What's up? Or the gym. That's cool. Gym's cool. Or the hallway. Don't give me no classes. I ain't going in no room with no teacher, stuck in a room. No, no. It's just I don't. But I feel like, like it's like that funness that when we were a kid, I always had. I felt like with the people that I had, felt like it stopped being that way, right? And that's probably innocent. Is it innocent? The innocence? It feels like it's innocent. It was just natural occurring fun. We would be out. It's like skated every day that summer, every single day. Went out on my skate with my buddy John and whoever else and uh and it was just like there's a natural fun that comes from the earth. There's a natural vibration that comes about to you just when you work out or just when you work on your projects at the house. You feel good about it, or when you have a good conversation versus a bad conversation. There's a natural, gentle goodness. Like that is the pure energy. The pure energy is not the polarized over there, super, super mad or super, super happy all the time. That's not the pure energy, and I think in the world That's what happens. And when we try to talk with each other, or like those guys that one up, or even girls people try to one up you, you know, and then it's just like, we're trying to make it more spectacular so we can have a more amazing time, but it's already a miracle. It's already the greatest creation ever. Like it's already magical. It's already, and we keep trying to like throw glitter on it, right? We're trying to throw glitter. Look at, and it looks good. Yeah, it looks good, right? But you know, that natural. That's what we. We do, right? We go too far down, right? You get swarmed. The further down you go in density, and that's just like what this, so vibration. And the reason we say this, thank you, is because you want to keep it high. You want to shoot your vibration up as high as you can get it up there. You want to keep, that's why exercising is good, because it literally just makes you vibrate at a higher vibration. Heart starts pumping more, and like even if you don't even have to go nowhere. I mean, man, exercising nowadays is so easy. It's so easy. You just do push-ups, start doing sit-ups, do Russian twists, sit on your butt and lift your knees up, and then just like twist, right? Or stand up and do like bring your knees up, right? Dude, we can all kick out that old, right? Like everything. Uh, especially with the internet now, right? Like you can learn Tai Chi, you can learn all this stuff, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. This world is really coming. It's like ready to come. It's like it's on the verge. It's ready to pop. Uh, but we got to just keep kind of pushing them out. It's like healing the body. Excuse me. You gotta flush them out with something new, right? Because how do you heal any dis-ease with its polarized happy opposite? Like don't focus on the negative or how it hurts. Focus on what it would feel like if it didn't hurt. Focus on how strong it is, right? Say that to yourself. Thank you for being so strong. Thank you for letting me know that you're not feeling your best today. I will make sure you feel your best, right? And then and then start breathing, right? Because everything is your organs. It's all within here, and then your brain, right? And I mean, like, yeah, you need the rest of them too, like, don't get, but if you can take care of, it's all in your torso. Start breathing, move your butt, just twist, just anything, right? Urge, exhale, squeeze that shit out. Especially, you gotta exhale all that out. You want to keep it in there. Exhale. Feel good. Besides that, good. All good, bro. Good stuff. Appreciate you. Oh, hey, man, I appreciate you coming, bro. Yeah, I appreciate the love, Joe. For real, because, man, to be about it for me, to be about all of this my whole life and just, and like, again, a lot of us, right? We gotta realize that we just need each other. um, seriously, we don't even need system. We don't even need whatever. Like, we'll figure out something else. That's what we gotta do. That's what Spirit says when they say, you know, we all gotta meet, go meet like-minded people and this and that. Nowadays, you got the internet. The whole world's gonna come together because the whole world doesn't like the fact that we're killing orca whales for, or elephant for the ivory. We don't, like most of the world is going to come together on this stuff. What we got to get out of our heads is the fact that these companies that are giving to the charity and doing research and doing shit, not doing nothing, you know, we need to research it ourselves. Like that's what I would do if I was a doctor and I was making like mad money. Like I just busted out 6 years of school, college and everything, whatever, and then got all the way through it. And then I was making like 200 G's a year or something easy, however much they make, and what kind of doctor I wanted to be. Um, I would totally set up like, you know, like a way to do actual science and healing and this and that and the other, and I always find it funny how it's always the those of us that are like, we don't care so much. It's not about the money, you know, we the ones who need it or should have it, like because we would take care of it. Like it ain't all everybody who wants it so bad. It's just like I don't see you guys doing anything good with it. But no, and that's not true. There's a lot of very, very wonderful, wealthy people out there who are very, generous. And that's very important to remember. Like I don't think it's just one way or another. It's man, give me 50,000 right quick. I can retire. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to sell stuff. Ooh, I want to sell everything. I'm not gonna sell nothing because I'm just broke. I just broke. Like all what's up. See that's the thing. What do you think? It's like how do we talk? What do what are we doing in the world? What's the world doing? What are you talking about? It's like no, I'm the richest man on the universe. I feel rich every day when I wake up because I have so much to do that I just want to lay back down in bed. Go, yeah, no, it's good, it's good, it's good. Like I'm looking forward to tonight when I can sleep again. You know? And then you get up, you get going for the day, and you good. Everything's good. And then you want to do stuff, you want to go to, it's or you don't. But be happy you don't want to do stuff. Then to go do that. Then go do that. Then take a day off. Okay. You know, come home from work and don't do nothing. Okay. Fine. But when you do it, appreciate, right? Appreciate the fact that you did work to get to that point that you can come home. you know, you know. But again, like it don't say don't. It's like there's no judgment, but everything you do is just gonna make you feel good or it's gonna make you feel bad. So choose the things that make you feel good. And like, yeah, hey, it's weird. Sometimes you just sitting down for a while and it's like, oh man, I just gotta go stretch the legs. Yeah, get up, stretch those legs, go outside, stand, just stand. That's it. That's it. That's it. I know it's weird because we're in a psychological world, always thinking. It's not weird. That's why I stand. I do meditation. Do meditations. Go stand there for at least 10 minutes, something like that. Because then I usually get into something else. But warm up the legs. And just don't think about nothing. Just go stand. What am I doing right now? I'm healing my body. That's why it's important to understand, or to get into exercise because you realize like there's such a relationship there. There's like 100% of your relationship is with your body and your mind, and it's like it's all happening, whether you want it to happen or not. Like so, when you get into that, and you know, I mean, how do you say how good exercise is good? It's good, guys. It's good for you, a million ways. But even if you don't, like it's for me. So I did the Nagong, the internal. So it's like I would just focus on my energy throughout my body, and like move it around and then try to like see where it is over there, try to go over here. Oh, it kind of got stuck right there. It feels a little more numb, like I can't feel, like I don't really feel nothing right there, and then just doing that, and then you start doing it with your body. I mean, you realize like it slows you down. It's just like I'll come out of a meditation or kung fu practicing, or even exercise. You exercise hard, go for a run, something, you come back walking a little slower, just by default because of the muscles. But I mean, like you're a little more aware, you're a little more patient, you feel better, you feel calm, you feel centered, you feel all these things like again, we have the means. You have the means. You have to do it. And it's hard when you don't do it for a long time. It's hard. Yeah, anytime anything you do for a long time and then you switch, it's gonna be hard no matter what. Even if you're trying to quit smoking, and then you try to quit. No, it's gonna be hard. to stop, right? But now I want to exercise, and it's going to be hard to what? To start. It's anything. So don't worry about it, right? Like stepping back and being grateful, for that you can, that I can be like, okay, if I go stand for a good 15 minutes and just, and breathe and do some focused meditation, just relax, I'm going to feel great. Okay, let's go do it, right? And then you start doing it. And then you want to do it more. It starts feeling better. And when you don't do it, you're just like, man, I need to go do that. It's great. We should always that's the balance, stay in your balance. Don't do too much of anything. All right, stop laughing. I'm past an hour, so much love, y'all. Thanks for staying, bravery. Deuces, and um, see you all on my next video, at least next live next Sunday. I'm getting ready to go on vacation, so I might be skipping a Sunday here too. Actually, too, I got a hike I gotta make. I got some codes. I got some things to do over here. So, see you next time. All right, yo, peace out. Where'd it go? And